Okay, so before beginning with trigonometric identities, we'll quickly see trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Now, complementary angles, you already know what are complementary angles. The sum of the angles, if it is equal to 90 degree, then the pair of angles is called complementary. Now, in a right angle triangle, one of the angles is already 90 degree. So, the other two will form complementary angles, a pair of complementary angles. So, if I consider a triangle, a right angle triangle, which is right angled at B. So, angle B I know is 90 degree. So, the sum of angle A and C must be 90. So, if one of them I take as theta, the other one should be 90 minus theta. If I take A as theta, then C will be 90 minus theta. So, these two are complementary angles. So, now we will discuss the trigonometric ratios of these two and how they are related to each other. So, sin theta, theta I have taken as angle C. So, sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse, that is AB by AC. Now, cos of 90 minus theta, that is adjacent by hypotenuse. Now, for 90 minus theta, adjacent is AB. So, that is also AB by AC only. So, therefore, sin theta and cos of 90 minus theta, they are equal. Same way, cos theta is BC by AC, which is also equal to sin of 90 minus theta. Same way, tan theta is AB by BC, that is opposite by adjacent, which is same as cot of 90 minus theta. Cosec theta is AC by AB, which is same as sec 90 minus theta. Sec theta is AC by BC, which is same as cosec 90 minus theta, and cot theta is BC by AB, which is same as tan 90 minus theta. So, these are the trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Okay, so few examples we will see related to trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. If you have to evaluate sin 18 degree by cos 72 degree. Now, these are not the specific angles which you have already learnt. In the previous exercise, you were using only sin 30, cos 30, sin 60, cos 60, 45, 0, 90. These are the specific angles whose trigonometric ratios you have already seen. So, if such ratios are coming, you can evaluate easily. But if you are having 18 degree, 72 degree and all, these are not the angles which you have learnt. But here, if you observe, 18 plus 72 is equal to 90. That is, you have a pair of complementary angles here. So, change one in terms of the other. So, sin 18 degree I can write as sin of 90 minus 72. 18 I have written as 90 minus 72. Now, sin of 90 minus theta I know is cos theta. So, cos 72 by cos 72 I will get the answer as 1. So, without substituting the values of 18 degree and 72 degree, I could evaluate easily. Here also 26 and 64, their sum is 90. So, in such problems where you have angles which add up to 90, only one of the angles you can change. Now, here if you change both, tan 26 degree I have written as tan of 90 minus 64. If cot also I change in terms of 90 minus theta, then it will not be helpful. Nothing will get cancelled. So, always whenever you have a set of complementary angles, only one of the angles have to be changed in terms of the other. So, tan of 90 minus 64 only will be changed and cot 64 will remain as it is. So, it will become cot 64 by cot 64, which is 1. Same way, cos 48 degree minus sin 42 degree. Here also 42 plus 48, they add up to 90. So, one of the angles you can change in terms of the other. So, cos 48 can be written as 90 minus 42. Cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So, sin 42 minus sin 42, which will give you 0. Next one also will be done in similar way. Cosec 31 minus sec 59. So 31 and 59 sum is 90. So one of the angles, either you can change cosec 31 or you can change sec 59. So here I have changed 59 as 90 minus 31. So again you will get cosec 31 minus cosec 31, which is 0. So these are the three important trigonometric identities which we will be doing now. First one is cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Next one is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. And third one is 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. Now these identities are important in expressing one of the trigonometric ratios in terms of the other. So we'll prove one by one all these identities which we have seen. First one we will prove sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So for that we'll consider any right angle triangle. We'll take this right angle triangle ABC, which is right angled at B. Now if we apply Pythagoras theorem in this triangle, we will get AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now if we throughout divide this equation by AC square, then we will get AB square by AC square plus BC square by AC square is equal to AC square by AC square. So we are dividing throughout by AC square. So we will get AB by AC the whole square plus BC by AC the whole square is equal to 1. AC square and AC square will get cancelled. Now AB by AC is nothing but cos square theta. If we are taking A as the reference angle over here, then AB by AC will give you cos A the whole square and BC by AC will give you sin A the whole square. So that means cos square A plus sin square A is equal to 1. Next we will prove 1 plus tan square A is equal to sec square A. For that again, first we will apply Pythagoras theorem in a right angle triangle ABC. So you will get AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now here we are dividing throughout by AB square. So when we divide throughout by AB square, we will get AB square by AB square plus BC square by AB square is equal to AC square by AB square. Now BC by AB is tan square A. So just substitute 1 plus tan square A is equal to AC by AB is sec A. So you will get the identity, second identity. And for proving the last identity, the same Pythagoras theorem, once you apply, you will divide the equation, this one if you take as equation 1, you will divide it throughout by BC square. When you divide by BC square, then you will get cot square A plus 1 is equal to cosec square A. So all the three identities are coming from the Pythagoras theorem. If you apply Pythagoras theorem in any right angle triangle.